is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Abby and this is Keeping It Cleaner. Today I have a huge organization marathon. I put together an hour of my favorite organization clips from all over my house. I've edited out most of the cleaning parts, so it's just focused on organization. Now there will be some cleaning in between, but for the most part, this is going to be all about organizing my home, different parts of my home, what worked in some places, what I've changed since I've organized them last. So I hope you're ready for an hour-long organization marathon. I hope you enjoy.
In my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure.
So the way I've put these clips together is I have put them together by room. So we are starting out in my kitchen. This has been one of the biggest changes in our house as far as organization goes. I started basically about 3 months ago, and I have organized this a lot. So I have about 3 videos out of me organizing my kitchen, but these were my favorite clips. I'm starting here under the kitchen sink, which was one of my bigger pain points in this kitchen. We need a whole remodel of the kitchen. It's the original kitchen. This house was built in the early 90s, and nothing has changed other than a few appliances that we've gotten new since. We moved into this house about 4 years ago, and this is what it's looked like since we've moved in. We haven't done any updates as far as like kitchen cabinets. We did put a new faucet in, but that's about it. So I'm trying to figure out how to organize under the sink better. I originally got this little acrylic drawer here from Target. It definitely fit, but the problem was that the bottom of, I'm kind of disappointed. The bottom of the cabinet here is bowed. There was some water damage, and it looks like the previous owners just kind of put some tile down. So once again, eventually we'll get this fixed. It's just not in the budget right now. So I had to kind of improvise and just use what I had. So I'm taking some of these containers and reusing them. So what I'm going through here is just going through and decluttering things that I know I don't need, and then only putting back the things that I know that I'll use. This way I'm not overcrowding this cabinet, and I'm making it as useful as possible. So everything's gonna have a home. So when I go to put cleaning supplies back, or I go to grab a cleaning supply, I know exactly where it's at, and I know exactly it has a home. It just makes me a lot less anxious when I open up a cupboard and I know everything has a place.
I'm not gonna play hard to get through. I'm not gonna say I'm loving you too. I'm not gonna stay, gotta be alone. Let's talk, meet me at the avenue. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me. But I'm thinking about the way you move, the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way the way you used to hold me, like a stone in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over. I know you wanna try, give me that space. I know you wanna find another reason. I know you wanna lie, making me
So here is the finished cabinet. It does still look a little crowded, but I know where everything goes, everything has a place, and that makes me feel so much better opening this cabinet. So a few things I was able to declutter, and now we're going to move on to this little, like, uh, I guess it's considered a bar area, but we just use it for storage. And I'm going to be organizing this area just to make it a little bit better to look at when I open it up. But it mainly just holds some mugs and some trash bags and extra containers. But before I move on, I'm going to introduce myself here real quick. My name is Abby, and on my channel, I do cleaning, organizing, decluttering, and homemaking. So if you like that kind of content, please stick around. I would love for you to subscribe and join my little community I have growing here. And if you do enjoy this video, give this video a like. I do have some interesting video ideas coming up here soon, so if you like to hit that notification bell just so you're notified when my videos post. So thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video, and we'll get back to the organizing.
But I'm thinking about the way you make me grounded. Thinking of the way you used to hold me. Like a star in the water singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Oh, forget what I said, just come on over. Oh, forget what I said, just come on over.
Right, so moving on to this utensil drawer. It's pretty bad. I was using an old, and you'll see here in a second, an old silverware organizer, and it just was not working. So I got a few of these gray bins from Target. They're pretty flexible, and they were a pack of 2 bigger ones for $2 and 3 smaller ones for $2. Now I have seen Dollar Tree has their version, and for $1.25 you get 3 of them. Now they're a little bit less with the quality, I guess, but if you need something just for like this type of thing, it would probably work just fine too. But they sell similar sizes. So I'm just going to add some of those to this drawer so I'm able to put back just the items I know that I will use. And if I notice within 6 months that I haven't used something, that's when I'll go ahead and declutter it. Because if I'm not using it in 6 months, unless it's something seasonal, say just for Christmas, which there's not very many of those, I will go ahead and declutter it.
Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful.
All right, so here we are moving on to the pantry area of my kitchen. So you'll see me putting the shelf together. I didn't get to record me putting it together fully, but it went super quick. This is from Walmart. It's a 3-tiered shelf from, I believe it's like Tough, something Tough. I think I added a clip in of the brand, but it was $29. I bought 2 of them and they were able to stack, and I was able to put them together literally both within like 5 minutes. So it worked so well in this corner. I am going to be utilizing this corner shelf later in the video in my bathroom, so stick around for that. It works so well in there. So I took everything off this shelf, and then I needed a space for just some of my fruits and vegetables. You can see that they're sitting on the end of my countertop there. Just they went bad so quickly like that, and I swear if one went bad, they all went bad. So I needed them to be a little bit more separated and just organize some of my pantry items because I don't have a pantry. I just have two cabinets. So what I was able to do was just organize those two cabinets way better, utilize the shelf more, and it works so nice. So here is the shelf put together. You can see they were able to stack, and each of the three-tiered shelves can hold 250 pounds. So I was not worried at all about any of my appliances or putting anything on them. Yeah, this was before I was trying to figure out where to put them, and this is before they stack. This is what it looks like without being stacked. This is with them together. I used one in our basement. I have a bigger one in our garage. I highly recommend these. Like I said, $29 a piece is $60 for the whole thing, and you're able to put the shelves as high or as low as you want, and it's totally, interchangeable. So highly recommend these. And yeah, I'm just putting back some of the fruits and vegetables and just trying to organize it to where I'm able to easily grab things, able to easily see where things go, and everything has a home. And I will say we've been using this for over a week now, and it has been a life changer in our kitchen. So highly recommend. So yeah, here is the finished kitchen. Oh my gosh, it works so well. So happy with it. It was a huge game changer, and I'm so happy that I was able to pick those up. So now I'm just picking up some of the stuff I was able to declutter and get rid of, and then next we will be moving on to the bathroom, where you'll be able to see how I utilize that corner shelf. So now we are moving on to the bathroom. So this first set of clips was a few months ago in an older video that I did, and so I'm starting under the kitchen sink, or the bathroom vanity here, and you'll see me try to use the clear acrylic drawers again, and it did not work in here either. So I ended up using them a little bit later in this video in my hall closet, but I was a little I was a little upset, but oh well, that's what you get without when you don't measure your stuff. So anyways, I'm going to be organizing under the vanity here, and you'll see me organizing a little white shelf to the left of the toilet, but I actually get rid of that in later on in this video and put it someplace else. But yeah, it needed a little organization under here. It was driving me nuts. And so I just put together the stuff that we use most often, or I knew that we were going to be using. It's mostly just overflow of items that we will need. So I'm also organizing the top of this vanity, and I ended up using a Lazy Susan, and we're still using it. It's been a couple months and it works super well. I got it from TJ Maxx at Max. I think it was maybe $8 or $9, and I love that it's clear. It might not be the prettiest thing sitting on the counter, but it works. It does its job, and like I said, we've been using it for a couple months and I have no complaints whatsoever. So trying to get the sticker off. You know how it is with TJ Maxx stickers. They just never want to come off. But I will be going ahead and organizing this top of this vanity, and then we will move on to the corner shelf and see how that goes. So So like I said earlier, we're actually going to be taking that white shelf out of here, and this is just an example of how you can organize one thing one time, but use it for a month or two and realize that it's not working well for you, and then you can change it up. So I ended up moving the shelf into our other bathroom. That'll be a future video, but it wasn't working well, and we tried it out, and so now we're going to try something different. And it just goes to show that organizing is a ongoing process, and it's not always going to be the first try. It's exactly how it's going to stay, because you might not know if that's going to work in a few months, or if you get more stuff, or if you get rid of some things. So it's an ongoing process. Don't worry. It might work for you now, but it might not work for you in a couple months, and it's okay to change it up. So just wanted to throw that out there, that it's okay to keep organizing and want to keep organizing, because it doesn't always work long term. So, and we learn from our lessons. So here I'm just putting that corner shelf here, and we've been using this for over a week and we are loving it. My son is a toddler. He can reach up to that second shelf. So I put just the toilet paper and then his bath toys where he can reach, and then everything that I don't want him to reach is on the top two shelves. So it works much better. That little white shelf, he was able to reach everything, and it was just kind of pointless. And so I've learned from my lesson, and now it's a lot nicer. And then here I'm just showing you my soaps from Disney. I love keeping them. They make me happy. So yeah, here I am just moving that shelf and cleaning this corner out, and I'm just going to be putting his little potty seat over here, and it looks a lot nicer in here, a lot less cluttered, and it works so much better for our family. So now we are moving on to my hall closet. So we only have one linen closet, and the door actually does not open up the whole way because it hits the trim. So that's something we have to fix. So it makes it a little awkward getting it out of here. So I had to move some things around, get rid of some things, and just make sure that this space was someplace where I could easily grab things and not feel overwhelmed and disgusted when I looked in here. So basically, I got rid of some things, and I was finally able to use that clear acrylic drawers from Target. I was able to put it in here, and it worked really, really nice. It's been a few months, pretty sure, since I made this video, and the closet has been working very, very well. We haven't had any issues with it getting back to really, really messy, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm just going to play some music for you while I organize my closet.
Baby, I'm sorry for the things that didn't mean to worry. Yeah, yeah. 对不起 if I say it in 100 ways. You believe me when I say 미안해. Oh, tell me what's it gonna take. 100 different ways to say I'm sorry. Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me. Oh, now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake now, you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me. Ooh, in my bed 5 to 12, wish I could sleep. Dream about all the ways you could reach me, but now you keep missing out on me, that's for sure. Take down your walls and let me ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me.
All right, so this is our office. This is another place in our house that just never stays organized, and it's just one of those things. It's our storage room. So you're like probably wondering what all this toilet paper is doing in this basket. I actually was able to, long story short, we bought toilet paper that we don't like. It was super thin, so we gave it to somebody else that actually prefers that. So I'm just filling this box up for them of some things that I was going to give them and donate to them. So getting that out of the way, but this blue basket that I have here on the left that I'm taking things out of, this is my donation basket, and I actually fill it up over time, and then once it's full, I take it to a donation center. So as I'm decluttering and going through some places, or even if I'm just one day like, I don't really use this anymore, I'll put it in this basket, and then once it's full, I go ahead and take the stuff to the donation center. I put it in bags and take it over. This way, it's in all in one place. I don't have a bunch of bags laying around, and I know when it gets full, it's like, okay, it's time to take it, and it's not sitting in the back of my car. Now, the bags, I can't say they haven't sat in my trunk for a day or two, but it collapses, so I'm able to just kind of store it away, and once I have an item to declutter, I will stick it in there, and then once the container's full, I get rid of it. So it's just my little hack on how I'm able to keep track of the stuff that I'm getting rid of. And this way too, it gives me a few days to kind of like make sure that I want to get rid of it. And if I have second thoughts, I can always go and grab it. But here I'm just going through some of our paper clutter. I'm really, really bad about not filing away our mail and paper clutter. I just kind of sit it back in the office. We have 2 filing cabinets, so it's not like I don't have places to file it, but I really, really need to get a paper shredder and get rid of probably 90% of the stuff that's in our filing cabinet so I can make room for just more up-to-date things. So that's something I'll definitely be in the market for here soon. But yeah, I'm just going to be organizing this office and getting it back to a lot better state. So in these next few clips, I was just showing you how I organized this 3-tier cart. I used this originally when my son was first born for all of his newborn stuff in his nursery, but now we don't need it for that, so I use it for all of our craft items. So I put markers, pens, and pencils on the top. Second shelf is just random miscellaneous craft items, ribbons, tape, stickers, things like that. And then on the bottom, I have some binders, and it's been working well. I keep all the stuff together and I know exactly where to find stuff, and it fits nicely in the closet. So I really do enjoy reusing items, especially organization items in my house, instead of just like getting rid of it and then looking for something else. So we will eventually hopefully use this again for another baby, but for right now it works perfect for a craft cart. And then if I needed it, like say out in the living room, if my son wanted to do crafts, I could just roll it out there. So that worked really nice. And here is my desk. It is a collect all for all the junk. It's right when you first walk in. I used to work from home full time before I had my son. Also, this is my Disney pin collection. I have on these little cork boards. I will eventually have to hang them up, but thought those were too cute to share. Not to share, but yeah, so I used to work from home full time. Basically since 2020, since COVID happened, I used to work full time in an office. And then we were sent home during COVID, and we're like, they told us, hey, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. You need to work from home for 2 weeks. And that was March of 2020. And then I never went back into the office. The only time I went back was to pick up my stuff when I actually left. So I worked all the way up until right after my son was born. When he was about 6 or 7 months old, I decided to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. It was just what was best for our family. So that's what I do now. Other than doing YouTube, I'm starting this YouTube journey to kind of as a creative outlet for myself. I do enjoy, cleaning and organizing and homemaking and all that stuff. Obviously, there's some things about cleaning that I don't enjoy, but for the most part, I really enjoy organizing. So that is a lot of my content. But this is just for me a very good creative outlet, and I do enjoy interacting with subscribers and people who watch the videos and things. I think that is so cool to be able to interact with you guys, but it also is going to be some support for my family monetarily, so hopefully eventually we will get there, but for right now I'm just really enjoying it. I love making videos, so I hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I enjoy making them. So now I'm showing you an organizer that I got for the back of this front seat of my car, and it's right behind my son's car seat. It is a game changer. It came from Target. The dollar spot was $5. It's able to hold his diapers, his wipes, a cup. It even on, and I'll show the picture here in a second, in like the packaging it came in, it shows like you could put an iPad in that little clear container at the top. This would be so cool for long trips, but it holds everything we need. I don't need to have anything on the floor or an extra diaper bag for in the car. It is so nice, and it's able to just Velcro off. It's hooked on the bottom too, so it's not going anywhere. But yeah, I'm able to put all of his stuff in here, an extra hat, pair of sunglasses, shoes, a stroller fan. Like, it works so well, and it fits even with the car seat there. And it's super easy to interchange it from car to car, so I can just move it if we're using a different car. But yeah, here's a little picture. It shows an iPad in it. But yeah, if you're going on a long road trip, highly recommend $5 at the Target dollar spot. So now we are moving on to the last area that we are going to be organizing, and that is my basement. So I put this shelf together. I bought it actually off of an Amazon return kind of warehouse thing for maybe $20. It's supposed to be one that you can put like in your garage. I think it had a missing piece, but I put it together. It took me about 15 minutes. It was a struggle, so I didn't record that. But our basement is another place in our house that just gets so cluttered. As you can see, we have a lot of stuff down here. I will say we do not have any more storage in the house, so we don't have an attic that we can use for storage, and our garage has both of our cars in it. We don't have any kind of shed outside, so this is the only place we can put this kind of stuff. So it has a lot of baby items that we are not using at the moment, and then on the left here is just a bunch of camping supplies, which I think in a future video I'm going to be going through and decluttering a lot of it, because we don't really tent camp anymore with a little one. We used to tent camp every year a lot. We loved to take our tent, take a couple supplies, and just go camp for a weekend. But it's a lot harder when you have a little one, especially in the summer. It can get really hot. So when we do camp, we tend to stay in a cabin, or it's like I said, it's just a little hard right now with a very little one. Eventually we will get back into it, but there's just so much that I can declutter. We have way too many sleeping bags, just way too much stuff. So I will have to go through and declutter a lot of that. But this one was just mainly moving some things around and utilizing this shelf that I got. I will tell you one thing, baby stuff, that stuff's a racket. I tell you what, they get you with the baby stuff. There is so much that now that I've had my first, that I know that I can get rid of, and I probably will eventually. I'm just so nervous to get rid of some things, but there's just stuff that you just don't need that you think you need, or I thought I had to add to my registry because this is what everything's advertising that you need. Oh, you need this swing, or you need this bouncy seat. You really don't need all that. But yeah, I'll have to go through and maybe declutter some baby items too. But a lot of these bins are just clothes that my son has grown out of, or that people have given us that he's not in that size yet. So that's basically what it is. And a lot of like leftover diapers that we didn't use, that were from our baby shower. So that I definitely don't want to get rid of, because we will definitely use those, hopefully moving forward. But I'm just moving a lot of stuff around. I'm like trying to figure out how to organize this best. It's my fault that the shelves are kind of wonky in the way that they're spaced out. I was the one that chose where they were put, but I was just in a hurry trying to put it together, but it does work well. But I'm just trying to play Tetris and figuring out what is the best way to put this stuff. My goal was to not have a whole lot of stuff on the floor. And in the end, it really worked out, and this shelf is nice. But I think once I declutter a lot more and get more space on that shelf on the left, I'll be able to get less things, or take more things off the floor and have less things sitting on the floor. But it's kind of awkward space down here. It's like a semi-finished basement. Like you can see it, like we have drywall and tile, but there's no baseboards. And what we have down here is like this extra fridge, the storage, and we do have like a TV and an exercise area for my husband, but other than that, we're not really down here. So I'm just trying to figure out how to organize this space with the small amount that we have. my coat closet when you first walk in. I'm just changing out the shoe rack that I have. I got a different one that holds more shoes, so I decluttered some shoes, but this is the only place that we can put like our shoes and our coats, so it is pretty small. It gets very, very dirty, as you can tell, but the shoe rack that I got and this little organization that I do at the top really, really helped this area out. And just decluttering things in general definitely helps when you're trying to organize. But if you've made it this far in this hour-long video, I appreciate you so much. That helps my channel out so, so much. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some organization motivation.
Wide awake is the way that you left me, side by side in your car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the background. I'm wide awake, now you keep missing out for sure. Take down your walls and let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh, ooh, ooh. I wanna be right there by your side. I wanna be there, won't you be mine? Take down your walls and let me, yeah, brick by brick, now let me, ooh,
Now we are towards the end of the video. I want to say thank you so much for watching today's video and taking time out of your day to watch my video. If you enjoyed this kind of content, please consider subscribing and joining my community that I have growing here. Please give this video a like if you've liked this kind of stuff, and ring that notification bell so that you are notified for any of my future uploads. Once again, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. Cause you make the world
disappear.